Welcome to Urban Brooks. Made a quick stop near Gwangju, and we're gonna have some food at this fancy looking place. So this is a quesadilla, but they're using some kind of toasted, I don't think it's a tortilla. It has more of a wheat flavor. It's delicious nonetheless. Is it weird to rave about the olive oil? But this is like my 5th piece. It's so delicious. I thought the other thing was just a steak, but it's a steak tteokbap, so something like a bibimbap. This is so fascinating to me. This is like Yoshinoya times 2. This is so good. It's a whole new level. You're getting the rich caramelized taste from this Korean short rib. They're also throwing in some shrimps, prawns. It's well buttered.
쌀살을 좀 넣어야 돼 안에다. 지금 벌써 3년 4년 아니지 6년 전 좀. 애교자 내지는 믿음이 없는 자라고.
Alright guys, so I had a fantastic lunch here out in the middle of nowhere. Had no idea there would be such a nice restaurant. Overall, I can summarize it as a Western type bistro, but clearly with Korean fusion mixed in there. A lot of the meats they're using, it's like Korean marinations or Korean short ribs. Like in the quesadilla, it's not just regular steak, it's Korean bulgogi. So I think you'll find it interesting if you're ever out here. Alright, so now we're at the cafe.
이거 내 건가?
내
착한 사람이잖아. 이게 다 드러날 거라고.
얼굴에
응. 내 말이
다 영화가
네.
그림 있는 거 같아.
그래서 그냥 밤에 코로 숨을 못 쉬었어요.
So for the last part of this vlog, because this is gonna wrap up my Southern Korea trip, I just got an interesting comment from somebody, and I want to clarify some things. So the reason why I'm making this, sort of coronavirus travel series and giving you guys updates of what's happening here, I clearly want to state that it's not because I want to divide people or I'm here to criticize necessarily what's being done in other places. So I mean, generally anything I do, guys, it never is with this ethical spin to it, because I myself will admit that I'm not ethical. I'm just reporting things the way they are. And for a while, I didn't want to make any videos on the coronavirus and what's being done. I've sort of commented on it on sort of my private channel, what I think. But in hindsight, it's become quite clear, especially in the States, that sort of this laissez-faire attitude has unfortunately caused a lot of pain and suffering. And it's just my empathy and my sympathy for everything that's happening there that's making me shoot what's happening here in Korea. So maybe it'll bring a bit of a hope for those of you who think there's no light at the end of the tunnel. And it's something that you can see to compare and contrast what's being done there. So I think everyone can agree that, whatever you think the measures are being taken right now is good enough or bad. Everyone can agree that measures should have been taken sooner. So all I can tell you is this is what's happening in a country that has taken those measures sooner. And it allows you to compare and contrast what's being done there. The unique thing about this virus is that you're not going to see results for another month or so. And if you look at what's being done here in Korea and the current social situation, I mean, what I think you might be surprised at is that the lockdown isn't as serious as you may imagine, because you're seeing what's being done in China, which is very draconian. But here, there's generally not a lockdown. You see us pretty much going out and enjoying everything. Bear in mind that the situation here is relatively under control. So people are venturing out, and the crowds you see and the gatherings you see are about 30 to 40% more than it has been for like the past month. So the real effects of what's happening right now can be measured about a month later. And the measures that are being taken in your country that you're comparing contrasting right now would be a month later as well. So at that point you can see, oh, well, what's the difference? Is it that is it the masks? Like, I don't know. I'm just curious. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I notice everybody wearing masks. I don't think you'll see any other country that, so religiously wears masks. I myself don't think it 100% protects, but hey, it should at least help prevent spreading it. I'm not saying this is possible in your country, but it would be interesting to measure in a month from now the results. And unless I shot this and showed it to you, you guys wouldn't believe it. And you see, not everybody is wearing masks. Look at these little kids. Look at those women taking photos up there. They're not wearing masks, but they're just, I guess, making the conscious decision, hey, I'm probably not going to get it because I'm here in this wide open area, this huge building. And as you saw, I wasn't wearing masks either. But then see, these couples, they're wearing masks. So I think that's what I want to say. I'm not making a judgment, but I want to say that this is just how things are. And I want you guys to be able to compare and contrast it and have a conversation amongst yourself. I know some people were saying, hey, it's not good to divide people, but quite frankly, I'm not going to be the cause of any kind of divide, guys. It's better for me to just show you how things are here and just give you, real information instead of sensationalizing it, and you guys having, actual non-sensationalized information to have comments amongst yourself. You're kidding yourself if you think that people aren't going to be divided and arguing about things if I didn't make a video about it. They're always going to be arguing and bickering. Trust me, even in Korea, there's a lot of arguing and bickering about things here as things stand, as far as what we should do with foreigners, if we should stop them coming in, etc. There's a lot of subplots here as well. So I'm not saying that Korea, everything is peaceful and great. We're arguing on our own. So hope that clarifies it, and hope you found this series informative. Just even if it's a negative comment, feel free to message me like the one viewer, and I'm definitely open to any criticisms. And it was very insightful that he told me that, because I had absolutely no idea that's how my videos could be interpreted. So that's why I'm using this opportunity, thanks to him, to clarify that up. Most of all, I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to have hope, and understand things might be bad now, which is what I experienced a month or two ago when I made those very depressing videos. But things will definitely get better. The sun will shine, and eventually things will get normalized. One thing that you should expect, though, is you need to do something about it. There is gonna be pain and suffering. You are probably gonna be a bit depressed, staying home, not being able to do what you want. But like any good thing, if you work on it, it will happen. And I have every confidence that things will get better in America, even with the measures they have right now. It'll be interesting to know how much of an effect those measures have. And I'm not saying they're not doing enough. I'm not making any kind of statement on if it's good enough or not, because there's certain things such as the lockdown, closing down and requiring certain businesses not to open, that America is doing that's far more draconian than what's being happening here, because businesses here, as you see, are open. Not many businesses are closed. And but yeah, is there a difference between people's perspective on wearing masks and social distancing? Well, based on what I see and what my viewers tell me, there is. So let's see what those results are. And in a month from now, if things stabilize, we can both learn from it. Maybe I can learn, hey, we don't need to be wearing masks to get results. Just the social distancing measures alone is fine. Or if, things keep getting exponentially worse in America, then maybe they should start considering looking into, creating more masks or testing more people. Whatever is different out here. I obviously haven't portrayed everything about Korea and everything that's also happening behind the scenes. So the people that are in power will make that decision. But yeah, overall, this is just how things are. Feel free to comment and let me know if it's being divisive in whatever way still. I will reconsider making these videos. But yeah, there are happy days that will come. And wow, look at this day today, guys. It's fantastic. It's warm, it's spring, it's just perfect.